These are the scullies you're going to see from the Czech Republic, Switzerland, Spain, Serbia, Bulgaria and Slovenia. Doing a great job to qualify for this. As we now take a look, Lenka Luksova.
So Lenka Luksova, formerly Lenka Antasova, her coach Joseph Lux, the two of them got married, and Luksova is now moving fast on the water. Aurelia Maxima Janssen sculling with Macon blades. We'll talk about that as we go through. Virginia Diaz-Rivas from Spain, the women's pair in the Tokyo Olympics. Serbia, Jovana Arsic, really coming into form now, the Serbian. And Desislava Angelova in lane 5 from Bulgaria, 25-year-old. Nina Kostancic out in lane 6. The Slovenian did really well to get into this final, I thought. 29-year-old having a good early season.
So you see the scullers lined up on the start, and the thing of particular interest here to look out for is the sculler in lane 2 from Switzerland, who still uses Macon blades. Yes, you heard it right, she uses Macon blades. So there you see it, a spoon shaped like a spoon rather than shaped like a hatchet.
And it's sensational what she does with them, and she's, you know, she's won the juniors. She doesn't train with the Swiss team. She's got dual German-Swiss nationality. She won the German trials. She trains with Klaus-Dieter Stecker. And everyone changed to big blades because they thought they were faster. But, you know, she said, I have a better feel with these spoons and, you know, I'm quicker with them.
But that was a change that happened 30 years ago. So you don't often see a kind of wind back in technology 30 years. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she goes over there in lane 2.
She's only 19 years of age, but such a talent. So there's a Spanish sculler. Virginia Diaz-Rivas set a new Spanish indoor 2K record this year, I think around 6:45.
Yeah, I mean, interesting to see how this one's going to go. Nina Kostanjansek from Slovenia, bottom of the screen in lane 6. She did really well to get through to this final. Coached by the same coach as Raclav Pravat, who we saw in the lightweight men's singles. So you can expect her to do some racing. But now we get that shot of that Swiss sculler with those Macon blades. You can see them there in lane 2. Yeah, look, they're working for her.
Yeah, they're working. And what she's got at the front end is that placement of the blade. I remember Giovanni Postiglione said before, you know, I knew how to coach the catch of the Macon blades. And, you know, it's easy with the cleavers, but technically you have to be so good to get the catch right, to get the pressure on with the Macon blades. And she's doing it beautifully there, isn't she? So long.
Well, traditionally there's more slip, isn't there? So the kind of feel with the big blade is that you put the blade, whoa, she's hit a boy or something.
Who's
she
that?
Just hit a boy.
The Swiss sculler?
Yeah, yeah, she just as we were starting to talk, she must have done something with that right blade, I think. But yeah, normally the blade with the Macon, it slips more, it moves more before you get your legs and your back on. So it has a slight that different feel.
I think the length that she's sculling, though, she does get hold of the boat. I mean, maybe she can do that because there's less strain on the back than there is with the hatchets and cleavers. So she's got such forward length.
Well, they tend to be a bit longer, don't they? So the blade itself is actually longer. So you go out with it further and then it slips a bit before you get the connection with it.
So what an amazing scull from Aurelia Maxima, Katarina Janssen. The 19-year-old Swiss is moving through Lenka Luksova, the experienced Czech sculler on that far side of the course, lane 1. Czech sculler, 31 years of age, a veteran of the London Olympics. So we've still got a lot of racing on this side of the course. Lane 3 is Virginia Diaz-Rivas. We know how powerful she is.
It's a great picture there when you look at Lenka Luksova, how solid she is in her body. The blades go in and her body almost kind of stops, whereas the Swiss sculler, her body kind of is constantly moving. There's no kind of lock-up in the same solid way that we see it.
Yeah, and we've said it a lot about allowing the boat to come towards you. Look at it, the way her hands come away. There's nothing forced. Remember, like we saw the shot of that Swiss quad, they were rating so high and they were looking for the front end. She's just allowing the boat to move towards her. Diaz Rivas coming back into the picture. Desislava Angelova, the Bulgarian, still there on lane 5, and the Slovenian Kostancic is close up. It's a tight field, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a tight field, and yeah, I mean, just we see it up this top side of the picture. Lenka, Luxova, as you say, formerly Antisova. I mean, so much experience going back to pretty much 2009. So she knows what it's like to be in a race with this kind of young pretender beside her, using these old blades. Fascinating.
It is fascinating, and you know, she's got the German trials win under her belt. Pascal Walker, the Swiss sculler who was fastest in the Swiss trials, managed to get to the B final win. She had COVID, so Pascal Walker's not in this A final. And in her absence, well, Janssen is just moved ahead of Luxova. Diaz Rivas is still there in the bronze medal position, Greg.
Yeah, Virginia Diaz Rivas, she raced this, and she was the finalist last year at the World Championships, coming in 6th. Taking a look now, that's the Bulgarian sculler, centre of the course. Angelova.
It doesn't look as smooth, does it, as the Swiss sculler? I mean, it looks like, you know, she's not quite allowing the boat to come under her in the same way.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's the Macon blades. There's a smoothness, that there's perpetual motion. Your body doesn't stop on the catch because it doesn't grip as hard. It's just to kind of continue on free flow on the catch.
Tactically, she's got that half a length on Luxova. I think she may have had a look across there. Luxova has just stopped the move. Going into the last quarter, we saw what Luxova could do in the last 500 metres. She is more experienced. I think she's moving back now on the Swiss. Janssen is going to have to defend that lead with, what, 600 metres to go?
Yeah, it's a long way out to be hanging on to a lead like that. If Janssen, the Swiss sculler there, is starting to struggle, she's going to certainly feel the heat coming at her.
Is it going to give her more flexibility in terms of, you know, to take the rate up, or is that length going to...
I mean, the Macon blades will feel like an easier gearing, effectively. But she might have a change of pace, but no, I think, yeah, Luxova is coming back at her quite hard on her right. She'll look to her left and have the Spanish sculler, Diaz Rivas, also coming back at her. I think it's tough now. Yeah,
Angelova is really motoring the Bulgarian sculler. 25-year-old coming back into it. Diaz Rivas, complete with that new Spanish indoor 2K record. Luxova is moving ever closer, and I'm not sure there's much that the Swiss can do about it. Diaz Rivas, you see there in 3rd place, the Spanish blades, the red and the yellow. The Bulgarian is charging, and the Swiss has got a lot of work to do if she's going to make a medal in this race. But she moves out again. Is that another move from the Swiss?
How about that? You can see it. No, it's a huge move. She has timed this so well that she's let the field come back to her. She's now gone again. You can see it with your own eyes. It's back out to half a length. It was down to just a metre, her lead. Now it's back out to half a length.
Where did she find that from? The 19-year-old has taken it out on Luxova. Diaz Rivas is still charging. The Bulgarian hasn't quite found the pace to get back on Diaz Rivas. And here comes the Spaniard.
Well, they're in the red, boys. There's not that much race course left. Will this sculler with these Macon blades hang on to this lead? Who knows? We see Diaz Rivas sprinting at her.
You can see the scullers out to her left. I think Diaz Rivas is going to do it. I think she's going to get through the Swiss sculler. There's just a canvas now. What has the Swiss sculler, what has Janssen got to offer as we come up to the finish line?
There
absolutely is. Luxova is out of it. The Bulgarian, I think, might get through Luxova for the bronze medal. The Swiss sculler is still in front.
So close.
I thought it was so close. Diaz Rivas is going again. The Swiss sculler, she's in front as she passes. It's all going to be on the surge. It is Swiss. Oh, no, I think it was Spain. I looked across. I couldn't tell. I thought that was the Spaniard.
We've got the sun in our eyes as we're sitting here. It was too tight to call. You can see it on your picture at home. I think it was too tight for you to call as well. We know who the gold and silver are. Let's have a look.
Yeah, we're hearing on the course commentary.
So, yeah, we're seeing Diaz Rivas got through for the gold medal. Heartbreak for Janssen.
Yeah.
The Swiss sculler, so confirmation on your screen there for Virginia Diaz-Rivas. Got that win.
Diaz-Rivas 6 in last year's World Championship final. I mean, you know, for the young Swiss sculler to be so close with Macon blades as well. I mean, you know, massive credit to Virginia Diaz-Rivas, but basically the story of the race was Aurelia Maxima Katerina Janssen, wasn't it? I mean, we're all looking at her and thinking, what's she doing?
I think so, yeah.
She's out in front, she's 19.
She trains on her own, she knows what she's doing, it works for her.
There's the finish. I'm just making sure. It was on the surge, yeah.
Completely on the surge. I mean, heartbreaking, really.
Yeah.
For the 19-year-old from Switzerland who got into the lead pretty much from stroke one. And we thought she was going to get sculled down with about 400 to go. The field came back to her, but she did a lovely job of then pushing away again.
I thought that second push was amazing.
Yeah, it really was, really was. Well, the old guard will be loving that, seeing Macon blades back.
I know, well, we've heard about
this
Macon sculler in the juniors and the under-23s, but, you know, we haven't had the chance to see who used them on the senior side.
I wonder if there'll be a revolution of people going back.
Well, learn how to do the catch with Macon blades, you know, whether that will be worthwhile.
I wonder if the flat conditions might be helpful to Macon blades, and actually whether in bumpy conditions where there's more...
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I don't know, I'm kind of just ruminating, really. Yeah, there we see it. A win for Virginia Diaz-Rivas of Spain.
200
ahead of Janssen and Luxova.
Osvajačica zlatne medalje, predstavljajući Španjolsku.
Our gold medalist. She set a new Spanish indoor record earlier this year on the Concept 2 Ergo. Took a 6th place in the Tokyo Olympics in the women's pairs. Moved into the single last year, 6th place in the final of the World Championships. A great result for her. But now winning the gold medal in the season's first World Cup is a fantastic result. She did win the World Cup in a pair once before in Lucerne. But I think, as we've said, to do it in a single, 31-year-old has stepped up. Kudos to her coach, Marcos Morales Salimento. That is our last medal ceremony of the day.